So there are three main groups within the beehive. These groups are known as castes. There would be the drone, the worker and the queen. So the queen is responsible for laying all the eggs within the hive. She will have been a larva which will have been fed a particular substance known as royal jelly. That will have developed her into a queen cell. She will then go and have what is known as her mating flight, and then she will come back to the hive and spend the rest of her days laying eggs, some of which will turn into workers and some of which will turn into drones. The workers basically do exactly what the name suggests. They are responsible for carrying out different types of roles within the hive. In the early stages of a worker's life, they would be responsible for cleaning out the hive. Then they will develop into looking after the brood chamber, and then in the final stages of their lives, in the last few weeks of their lives, they will be responsible for going out collecting the nectar and working on the foraging aspect of it all. Then there is a drone, and the drone is basically an unfertilized egg, and it develops into the male, and the drone will be responsible for fertilizing the queen. And they very seldom leave the hive except to kind of carry out their cleansing activities as such. So what we have in front of us would be some cells with drone larvae in them. Now, every now and again we'll have a little check on these because there is a particular parasite which affects beehives, and most beehives generally have it. It's just trying to see how much your beehive has. And this parasite is known as a Varroa Mite, and it particularly seems to like the drone larva, and it's a good indicator if you can find the mite as to how much you have of it or not. The mite is easily treated using this substance known as a miticide, and there's different types of miticides that you can use, and some of them will be used throughout the winter, or you can apply some of them at this time of year, which would be the spring months as well. Now, as you can see, the drone cells are kind of rounded. They're slightly bigger than the worker cells would be. If we peel one back, you'll see that the larva is present inside it, and you can get a little idea as to the larva and as to how healthy the larva is. If we look here, you can see the different stages of larva. There's actually one here that has just been developing from its egg, and you can see the larva is just the tiniest little larva at the bottom. Then it gets slightly bigger, and then this will be a fully fledged larva, and that will develop, and eventually it will emerge into a drone. The drone takes about 24 days to develop from it being an egg, from it being laid as an egg in the bottom of its cell, until it comes into its fully fledged drone. Now, after we've checked these won't go to waste. The hens will have some fun fighting for these. So it's a small sacrifice to make within the hive just to check it and see what the level of cleanliness and what the level of infection is.